It's day 43. You know what? As I am on this journey and doing a lot of self-discovery and personal development, I realized what's frustrating. So I'm in the house again and I'm doing that administrative grunt work. And it's not even really grunt work. It's actually very important work. I'm getting my files and my documents and my things organized so that I can be productive and efficient. So very, very necessary, but it's not pretty. It's not fun. But what I've realized is that I want AI to be smarter than me. And while it is to a certain degree, it can get in there and build websites and do things like that, I find that I'm frustrated because when I see, I discover mistakes or inconsistencies, it's like, damn it, what am I paying you for? I can be inconsistent. I want you to be on your stuff, right? Come on, are you going out? And that's where it's frustrating because, look, both of us can't be messed up. We got to pick a struggle. We have to complement each other. I can't remember stuff. I need you to remember it. That's where I get totally frustrated and am like, ugh! I want it to be smarter than me. So I don't think AI will ever fully replace human beings because while it has a lot of reasoning and capabilities and stuff like that, it's not perfect. And I have to remember that. I want to use it because I don't want to have to think and do all of that. I'm relying on you. I'm trying to make it. First of all, let's dial it all the way back. The nerve of me trying to restart my life at 50 in the throes of perimenopause. Who the hell do I think I am? I'm dealing with brain fog, ADHD, hormonal imbalances. It's a whole hot mess over here. And I got the audacity to try to just start it all over. Yeah, I tell you, I don't do things small at all. It's like all or nothing. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. That's the way I've always been. Whew, I tell you. So I'm here and I'm working on that. The other realization is that I'm goal oriented, but I'm more results oriented. We were talking about that in our couples counseling, and that's the key. And that's why I think this building and laying the foundation is so difficult because I need to see some tangible results. I need to know that, bam, okay, I just, dedicated 10 days of my life to building this website. Finished product, right? This laying the foundation and stuff. While I see the end result, I have a document, I have a product or something, it's still not the final result because it's not in the hands of a customer or a client. And so it's all leading to that path, but it's not there yet. And so that's where, for me, it becomes frustrating because, I want to see that momentum and that final result. And so that has been something that I'm trying to figure out how to manage that so that I can stay balanced and continue to go because, it's one thing to have a goal, but then there's another thing to, want to see the results and you've been putting in the work and, you want a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for? See? And then, I just lose my train of thought mid-sentence. Y'all, the struggle is real. So that's what I've been doing. I wanted to go play outside. I wanted to and not even DoorDash, but like go and look at some more luggage, because I mean, I have some luggage, but I feel like maybe a bigger suitcase might be good. And sometimes it's just, I don't even know that I would buy it, but sometimes it's just nice to go out and like window shop and see what's out there, because I told you that this packing, that is one of my big stressors, is like I want to get everything packed and not overpack, because I have a tendency to do that, and try to be more intentional about it and wearing things that I can pair. So when I went to Thailand, it was like, in my mind, taking dresses is easy, one outfit, right? But that means you need a dress for each day. Whereas if you get shirts and pants and stuff, you can kind of mix and match. So when I went to Thailand, y'all, I had like 14 days worth of clothes. And so, you're traveling, that stuff adds up. And then let's not even talk about the toiletry bag, okay? That thing in and of itself is, and I don't even pack a whole lot of makeup. I am not a glamorous chick by any stretch of the imagination. I might have a little bit of something, but you just give me some foundation and some moisturizer and I'm gonna keep it moving. I don't even do eyeliner or mascara on a daily basis. So that's not my thing, but just, all your other stuff, body wash, and I mean, the toiletry bag it's a beast. It needs its own suitcase. So that's my thing, is just having enough and having options. I always like, and it's even more intense because I'm going to be on the ship, and it's one of those where like, I don't really want to buy anything on the ship unless I want to, but I don't want to be in the position where I have to. And, yeah, as much as I've traveled, I still am not great at packing. That is a big area of opportunity for me, is to get better with my packing and not have everything. I mean, moving through the airport in Thailand and Asia was so, oh my goodness, it was difficult. Yeah, it was not pretty. And I I kind of have PTSD. Part of the reason why I went and just bought the extra suitcase, because I was like, I can't do this again. When I was connecting from my flight from Bangkok to Shanghai, y'all, I was at the gate and they were like, is this your stuff? And I was trying to like reposition things. I broke out into a sweat so bad. It was horrible. Luckily, they didn't even charge me, because they were like, we got to get this plane off the ground. Like, just go, ma'am. Here's your ghetto blessing. So then that's why in Shanghai, I said, let me go get another suitcase, and I can't be dealing with that and just pay the money right now. So, that's what I'm working on. So that means, I have to figure out, like, South Africa, it's winter. Then there are just so many logistics. So I wanted to get on that. I wanted to go outside and play and kind of, window shop and, I don't know, get lost for a moment and just some retail therapy, basically. But I'm being responsible and I'm organizing my stuff. And that's where I'm at, and I've been telling myself, well, let me pause for a moment. At one point, I kind of thought to myself, damn, I've wasted so much time, right? Wasted so much time being stuck, being in this comfortable rut that, then when I finally start to come out of it, it's like, oh, all or nothing, and I'm off the deep end. And I had to stop myself and say, you know what? You can't look at the past. You can't, because that's not going to do you any good. You have to just be in the moment and think about the future, but really be in the moment because the future isn't even promised. And so that's what I've been trying to do is just, not tell myself, oh, you've wasted so much time or any of that, but just deal in the present and also just be balanced. And, that's where I'm at. And I still have this urgency, like I got to get it done. I mean, there are, I don't know how many days. I think, what's today? The 29th. Okay, so where am I at? 30 days or 29 days before I leave. Ample time to get things accomplished. But I guess I don't know. I'm front loading the stress and getting it done because I don't want to procrastinate. I don't want to be doing, stressed out and talking about, I don't want to be complaining to y'all in 29 days. Like, I want to be like, you know what? Look at me. I learned from my past mistakes. I found, those opportunities for improvement and bam, I seized. So that's what I'm doing. And, it's a daily process. It's a daily struggle, to try to make sure that you're just, moving forward. You're giving yourself grace, not having that negative self-talk, and just, being kind to yourself. That's where I'm at, is just trying. And I have to also remind myself that it's urgent, but it's not that urgent. I'm inflicting all of this pressure on myself. Like, I got to get it done. I got to get it done because I feel like I let too much time pass and, got in my own way. And so now it's like, okay, trying to get out of my way, but doing it in a healthy and a balanced way is, what I'm aiming for. So that's it for today. No dashing. Doing some of Mr.'s laundry because he's leaving for a trip on Sunday. So I'm gonna be, I'm being the good wife and helping him out because we got a college graduation on Saturday. Busy weekend, and that's it. That's all. So I'm gonna get back to this administrative grunt work, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.